My daughter's teacher said her medical condition was made up for attention, so I brought a surgeon to Paris night and changed how her entire school treats invisible disabilities. Lily was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos-Topkin at 14 after years of dislocations, chronic pain, and doctors who dismissed her symptoms. EDS is a connective tissue disorder that most people, parent including many medical professionals, pair to know nothing about. When her joints dislocate during class, she can often pop them back in without anyone noticing, then continue working through the pain. Her accommodation plan allows her to stand during class, take short walks, or use heat packs when pain flares. Most teachers were understanding, except Mr. Davidson, her history teacher. "Here is nothing wrong with you that isn't fixed by putting away your phone and paying attention," he announced to the entire class when Lily stood up during a lecture. These mysterious conditions seem awfully convenient when tests come around. That night, Lily showed me the email he'd sent to her other teachers. "I believe we're enabling attention-seeking behavior. Her so-called syndrome doesn't appear in my medical textbooks from college." I scheduled a meeting with Mr. Davidson and the principal, bringing Lily's medical documentation. He glanced at it dismissively. "Anyone can find fancy-sounding conditions on the internet these days." When I mentioned potential TN violations, the principal shifted uncomfortably but suggested we try to work together. Meanwhile, Lily started skipping history class because she couldn't sit for 90 minutes straight without accommodations. Parents' night was approaching, where teachers present their curriculum to families. I made a call to Dr. Rivera, the pediatric orthopedic surgeon who had finally diagnosed Lily after years of searching for answers. "Would you be willing to help educate an educator?" I asked. Parents' night arrived. Mr. Davidson was mid-presentation about his rigorous standards when I walked in with Dr. Rivera, who was still wearing scrubs from her hospital shift. "I believe you had questions about Ehlers-Danlos-Topkin," I said pleasantly. "This is Dr. Rivera, chief of pediatric optic surgery at University Hospital. She's here to answer them." The room went silent. Mr. Davidson's face flushed as Dr. Rivera stepped forward. "I operated on 3 EDS patients this week alone," she began, pulling up medical images on her tablet. "This is what connective tissue disorders look like beneath the skin." For 15 minutes, she explained EDS in terms anyone could understand, showing imaging from anonymous patients, demonstrating hypermobility on herself, and explaining how invisible disabilities often face the greatest skepticism. "The pain these patients experience is as real as a broken bone," she concluded, "but without the cast that signals to others to offer sympathy instead of suspicion." One mother tearfully shared that her son had been struggling with similar symptoms for years without diagnosis. Mr. Davidson remained silent. The next day, the principal called me. They were implementing mandatory training on invisible disabilities for all staff. Lily's accommodation plan would be fully respected moving forward, and 3 other students had come forward with unrecognized needs. Lily still struggles with pain, but now she no longer bears the additional burden of having to prove it exists. Sometimes the most powerful advocacy doesn't just help your child parent, it changes the system for everyone who follows. The most dangerous words in education aren't, "I don't know, but I don't believe you."